Hey everyone, it's Ali. I'm here today doing a video response to Toxic Tears 100 Favorite Things. I just love this. I saw it first from Tarot Alchemist and I just thought, wow, what a great exercise in gratitude and putting some positivity out there. And I loved watching all the videos. I was like addicted. I spent a couple of hours watching 100 favorite thing videos. So I'm going to make my own. I think the goal is to try to do this in under 15 minutes. So we'll see if I can do it. It is really hard. I've spent 2 days crafting my list and I gotta admit it's really hard to come up with 100 things. So I challenge you, if you want to make a video, go ahead and upload it and put a link below in the comments. I'd love to watch it. These things are super fun and a great way to get to know people. Yeah, it's super fun. Okay, so here we go. Let's do my 100 favorite things. So let's start. Number 1, my husband. He is just the perfect man for me. I love him. He's my best friend. So number 1 is my husband. 2, fairies. I love fairies. The first few are not going to surprise you. So 3, tarot. Of course, love the tarot. Road trips. Turning up the music in the car and singing really loud. I love making a fool of myself when no one's watching. I'm a terrible singer, but it's so fun. Festivals. I love festivals. I love that community atmosphere and people coming together. I love it when there's like lots of merchants and artisans and performers on the stage and just a large crowd of people all coming together celebrating whatever it is, the theme of the festival. I just love festivals. I love ending the day with a feeling of accomplishment and that I did good today. I also love the sun. I love the sun. I love the heat. I love the sun on my skin. I love feeling warm. So I love sitting out in the sunshine. Shadow hunters. I'm huge. If you saw my video, some of my other videos, I mentioned shadow hunters. I'm such a huge fan of Cassandra Clare's Shadowhunter trilogies, multiple trilogies. I also love it when 2 of my favorite things are combined into one, like the Shadowhunters tarot cards. I love it when that happens. I love mergers. I love mashups. Hot weather. I am a summer girl. I love hot weather. It's got to be at least 24 degrees for me to be even remotely comfortable. I love tropical places. I've traveled a bit. I've been to Belize, Zanzibar, Tanzania, the Bahamas, Hawaii. I love it. I need more of that. I love tropical places. Summer storms. I love summer storms, whether they're in those tropical places or even here where I live. Occasionally, on the very rare occasion, we get those hot days, summer storms where it's like flash rain and it comes down for only about, I don't know, maybe like even only 15 minutes sometimes, and it's just like heavy, heavy rain and the warm weather. I love that. Bath bombs. I never take a bath without a bath bomb or bubble bath because what's the point? 90s rock music, super nostalgic. I love listening to the radio. I've got my iPod is just full of 90s rock music. I love it. Especially my number 1 favorite song is Mr. Jones by the Counting Crows. I like to pretend that that song is about me because a lot of the lyrics I can project my own life onto them. So when they stare into the future, that's me reading my cards, staring at all the beautiful women. That's me painting my fairies. You know, they talk about painting pictures and having this desire to be famous, and it's like that represents my ambition to be successful. So I listen to those lyrics and it's like instant happiness. Doesn't matter what mood I'm in. If that song comes on, I'm like in an instantly good mood. I love modern fairy tale movies like Big Fish and Lady in the Water and Stardust. Those are some of my favorite movies. I also love historical dramas. So some of my favorite TV shows, I get super excited when there's like real historical characters mixed, like kind of embellished with a bit of fiction, but like The Tudors and Rome. Oh my god, Rome. I think that's still one of my favorite TV shows ever. Borgia's, oh, and Black Sails. That's my latest favorite. Oh, Black Sails is amazing. I also love Game of Thrones, Doctor Who, Star Wars. I love superhero movies. I love it that those movies can be released into theaters at like the right moment in history. So like Superman came out exactly when the world needed Superman, and Wonder Woman came out exactly when the world needed Wonder Woman. And I just find that totally fascinating to look at the socio-political relevance of those movies when they are released. I think it's just awesome. Urban fantasy novels. Love them, like Harry Potter, Shadowhunters I already mentioned, but Dark Materials, does that count as urban fantasy? Kind of does, because it's Oxford, which is a real place, but they kind of, it's like rewritten history in a way. Young adult novels. That's about all I read. So I've already mentioned urban fantasy. I also love like dystopian fiction, steampunk, the Lunar Chronicles. I don't even know what category they fall under, but they are like one of my favorite novel series right now. It's just like sci-fi and fairy tales mixed together. Again, it's that mashup of my two favorite things. Ah, love it. Comic-Cons. I love going to Comic-Cons. I think that's related to that whole festival thing that I love. I just love it when people congregate together to come together as a community. It's like complete strangers, but everybody has something in common. Everyone's there for a similar reason, and it's just awesome. Fairy art. I have been a huge fan of fairy and fantasy art. It's that really feminine fantasy art like Amy Brown and Selena Fennick and Linda Ravenscroft, Nene Thomas, Anne Stokes. Have I missed anyone? Brian Froud, Stephanie Law. I love those guys. Those are my favorite artists, and that is why I got into painting fairies myself. I love tea. I always have a cup of tea in the morning. It's part of my morning routine. Whipped cream. I put that shit on everything. Sushi. I wouldn't put whipped cream on sushi, but I love my sushi. I love my tablet. I have a Wacom Cintiq companion to do my artwork on. I love that thing. It is the best upgrade in electronics ever. I love my phone. I love all my electronics, really. My laptop, computer. I'm a bit of an electronic junkie. The internet, what an amazing place the internet is. I know, you know, it has its downsides, it has its flaws, but frick, what an amazing place. I just love the internet. I love being able to access it wherever I go. It's magical. It's totally magical. I love Facebook. I love Instagram. I love YouTube. I love it that every morning before work, my husband will spend 10 minutes in bed with me. I usually sleep in and he's kind of getting ready for work, but always the last 5 or 10 minutes before he leaves, he will lie in bed with me while I sleep. And he'll just like look at his phone or, you know, kiss my forehead or whatever. And I love that. It's part of our routine. It's this cute thing that we do, and I just love that. I love Fairy World, so it's got to be my most favorite festival ever. It takes place, if you haven't heard of it, it's in Portland, Oregon. Every year I try to go as often as I can, but it is amazing. It's just a bunch of people in the forest dressed up like fairies and satyrs and goblins and wizards and just all these magical things, unicorns, everybody's there. Mermaids, we've even had mermaids for the last few years. There's even like a mermaid lagoon where there's like a pool they all hang out in. It's super fun, and we just like camp and listen to music, and it is amazing. Fairy Worlds, if you ever have a chance to go, I recommend it. Board games. I love board games. My favorites right now, I would have to say, are Smash Up, Dead of Winter, Small World, Elder Sign, Gloom. Love board games. I'm a bit of a board game addict. Love it. I love my car. We just bought a new car last year, and it is amazing. It's, you know, it's kind of like your standard car. It's just a Honda CR-V, but it has all the bells and whistles, and I freaking love it. It's got a moonroof, air conditioning, heated seats, and it fits all my stuff, so I travel a lot with my artwork, packing it up all my displays, tables, racks, it all fits in there, and there's even room for passengers now, so I love my car. Mythology. I am such a big mythology fan. I've loved it since I was a kid. I love the stories. It started when I was very young, I think like grade 4 or 5. Greek mythology was like my first introduction, and I just was enamored with like the heroes and the gods, and especially the gods and the goddesses, but also like the creatures, like the satyrs, the hydra, the hippocampus. I just love mythology, and so that's what led to fairies, and I discovered the fairy mythology, the Celtic mythology, and the Norse mythology. The more I know about folklore and mythology around the world, I just eat it up. I love it. Anything that makes an ordinary world more extraordinary. I just love the idea, even if it's not real, I love to pretend. I love the idea that somebody believes in something that makes this world just a little more enchanting. And so my next one is magic. I love magic, and not like, parlor tricks or like magicians who do illusions and that kind of thing. No, I like the real magic, like when you've been searching for an object for 2 weeks and you've like torn your house apart high and low, you can't find it, and just when you accept like it's gone forever, it like shows up on the coffee table, like front and center, nothing on top of it, it's just like there, and you're like, what? I've been looking for this thing forever, and there it is, plain as day, like in full sight. Like, how does that happen? I always say it's the fairies. Whenever that stuff happens, I blame the fairies, but it's magic. It's like, believe in something. I love turkey dinners. I love turkey dinners, not just because of like the amazing food, but because it's usually people gathering, because you never make a turkey dinner for one. It's always for like 5 or 20. So I love gathering and feasting together. I love Halloween. I always make an altar for my ancestors every Halloween. I love Christmas or Yule. I celebrate both, and I just love that time of year. I get kind of obsessed. I just love the lights. Come December, I put on the Christmas tunes in the car when I drive. They play in the house if my husband's not here because he can't stand it, but I love it. And every night it's like a new Christmas special. I like watching Rudolph Save Christmas and The Grinch Save Christmas, and I love all the classics too, so I love Christmas. I love epiphanies. I love it when I have that aha moment, that things come together or something clicks, or I just suddenly know things or find the answer. That is an amazing yes feeling. I love babies. I love cuddling babies. I love being an auntie. Last I counted, 12 nieces and nephews now. And I'm closer to some more than others, but I love it. I love being an auntie. I love when they come to visit. I love being like a parent who's not really a parent. I love that I can send them back and be the fun auntie. Sometimes I'm the mean auntie, but I try to be the fun auntie. I love being an aunt. I love my extended family. I have the best family, especially my cousins. My cousins are amazing. I counted the other day, I have 20 first cousins, and then I have like first cousins once removed and second cousins, and I have this huge extended family, and I love them. My cousins are amazing. They're all amazing people doing amazing things, and they're all super smart, and yeah, they're inspiring, and I love them. I love my wedding photos. I love going through my wedding photos. My husband and I got married in the Bahamas, and I had this amazing dress, and it was purple. Well, it was white, but it had like a purple petticoat underneath, and it was just gorgeous. I love it. I also love my wedding ring. See if you can see it without it being blurry. Oh, there, we had it for a second. Anyway, my wedding ring is beautiful. It sparkles in the light, and I love it. I love staring at it while it's like super sparkly. I love the color purple. I love that I can create art that other people enjoy. I love the feeling when I sell a piece of artwork or a product with my artwork on it that people want it or they come back and they buy more. It is such a rewarding feeling to know that I make something that somebody else enjoys, or I love getting positive feedback when I do a reading for someone and they come back and tell me that it really resonated with them. I love that feeling. I love playing Pokemon Go. I'm the Pokemon Go addict. I play pretty much daily. I love listening to podcasts in the bath. I love my TV. I grew up on TV. My dad was a satellite salesman, so I had a lot of channels growing up, and I don't know what I'd do without my TV. I love holidays. I love days off. I love having something to look forward to. I love it when I know there's something in the future that's coming that's like going to be really fun or exciting. It like drives me. It keeps me motivated to do all the hard work and the preparation because I know I've got this reward coming at the end. I love that. I love dancing. I love checking things off lists. I love getting things in the mail. I'm a bit of an online shopper. I love a clean house. I love Wi-Fi. I love wall calendars. I don't know, it's kind of old-fashioned. I don't even really use them. I just like having them on the wall like a piece of art. I don't know. I love costumes. I love costumes. I love wearing costumes. I like seeing other people in costumes. I like any occasion to dress up. It just makes me happy. I love storytellers. I've always secretly wanted to be a storyteller. I don't think I'm very good at it. Someone who like gets up on stage and just like not reads a story, but just like tells a story. I love that. I love shopping local or shopping small business. So I will always choose to shop small. Even when I shop online, I will buy from small people. I love making people laugh. I've never considered myself a funny person, but I always love it when I succeed and I can make someone laugh. I love playing rock band. I'm a pretty good drummer if I say so myself. Clothing that is like that rayon, spandex, or organic cotton or bamboo. So my favorite designers are like Homegrown or Xylem, like anybody who makes that really soft, comfy fabric. And I usually buy them like they almost always come in really solid colors, so you have to like layer them to get the kind of multicolored. But yeah, I don't wear patterns very often. It's always like solid colors. Etsy, of course, because I like to shop small and I like those like super comfy clothing. So I do a lot of shopping on Etsy. I love Etsy. It's one of my favorite online shopping marketplaces. I love numbers. I'm kind of weirdly obsessed with numbers. I love numbers. I'm good at math. I can't wait to do my taxes and bookkeeping. I'm kind of weird that way. I get super excited come tax season because I get to play with numbers. I'm super excited to do any kind of math work, any kind of spreadsheets. I just love numbers. And you know, I took accounting in university and I was good at it. I should have stuck with it. I could have been a damn good accountant. Elementals, I love the elements. That's like probably one of my most spiritual things other than tarot that I do. I'm a bit of an elemental worshiper. I love the fact that they can personify the elements in like fairy form, that there's like water elements, the earth, air, fire, water. You know, it's like fantasy. It's got that fantasy element, but also like a science element too. So, and I love it. I love elements. I have this weird fascination in like art. I guess it would be considered surrealism, where there are fish swimming in the air. Like they're not in water. They're like flying, but they're swimming. And I've always wanted to paint a picture like that. I think someday I'm gonna do it, maybe probably more than one, just because I love the imagery so much. But I'm always fascinated when I see like koi, it's usually koi fish, like swimming in the air, or like whales in the sky. Like I don't know, I'm like weirdly obsessed. That's like, I always have to stop and stare when I see paintings like that. I love mermaids. I love unicorns. I love gargoyles. I don't have any in my house. I'm not really like a thing kind of person. I don't really like trinkets and things. I'm not a collector. Well, I am with certain things, but I kind of like to avoid stuff. But on architecture, I love to see gargoyles. I just find them really cool. I love being right. I love winning an argument and I love being right. Everybody does. Who doesn't love to be right? So pro tip, if you want some advice with making friends, just say the words, "You're right, I was wrong." I mean, everybody loves to hear it. It does hurt the ego a little bit, but it wins you friends, it wins you respect. So yeah, if the more you can say you were right, the more popular you will be. I love clear night skies when like there's no kind of like city lights, but you're like out in the middle of nowhere and you just see this clear like open sky with no clouds and just like full of stars. I love seeing all the stars. I love the moon. I love looking out and like where's the moon and finding the moon, and I especially love it when it's like waning moon and it's like looks like the Cheshire Cat smiling in the sky. I love Alice in Wonderland. I just love Wonderland things. I don't know if it's because my name is Allison, but you'd think with like fairies I'd be more a Neverland girl, but no, I am obsessed with Alice and Wonderland. Pirates. I love pirates. Again, probably connected to that. It's got that history component, but also a little bit like they've been fantasized in modern day. I think pirates have become a little bit, and probably because of Peter Pan. But I freaking love pirates. I have a pirate costume. If I could dress up like a pirate and be a pirate, I will be a pirate. Kings and queens. I love history. I love learning about the history of famous kings and queens. I love stories of kings and queens. I'm kind of obsessed with monarchs for some reason. Canadian comfort food. Poutine, salmon, Kraft Dinner, bannock. Those are like the best. I love Wikipedia and wiki pages. So every time I watch like my favorite historical dramas, I am simultaneously on Wikipedia comparing the fiction to the history and comparing notes and seeing what's true, what's not true, what actually happened, what did they write for the show. I'm obsessed with my wiki pages. I love the smell of popcorn at the movies. I love foot rubs. I love getting my hair done, or at least getting it brushed, or when someone else like washes my hair. I love it. I love cheese and bread combined. I love bread, but I especially love bread with cheese. So you can just like melt some cheese on bread, or like bake cheese in bread, or like pizza. Dinosaurs. I have been a dinosaur geek since grade 5. I would read every book in the library about dinosaurs. I used to like type them out on my computer at home so that I had my own copy. I was a bit obsessed. I became a really good typist. Jurassic Park is one of my most favorite movies. I could probably recite the entire thing. I love Scrabble. I'm pretty damn good at Scrabble. I love things with tentacles. I don't know why, but it's like me and my husband both. Whenever we see like things with tentacles, we both like get like super squealy and excited. We want like our whole house covered in tentacles for some reason. I don't know. We're just kind of oddly tentacle obsessed-y. Like I've got even my tentacle rings. I love traveling. I love seeing new places. I have enjoyed every trip I've ever been on. Loved it. I love reunions. I love getting together with people I haven't seen in a long time. I love family reunions, freaking high school reunions. Sign me up. I'm there. And lastly, number 100, if you lost count, we're at the last one. I love it when I find people who share a love for things I love. So if you loved any of the things that I mentioned, let me know in the comments so we can geek out together. And if you make your own video of your favorite 100 things, definitely put a link in the comments because I will want to see it. Otherwise, just tell me like your 5 favorites and that would be fantastic. Alright, this video took way longer than I thought. I am signing off. I will see you guys next time. Stay shiny and keep sparkling. Bye.